Ipswich Town versus Sheffield Wednesday. Big game for Wednesday today. Get a bit more point going into top of the table as we are at the minute, but it will be a tough one. Go Wednesday! Go Wednesday! Go! Hello and welcome to the video. If you could like, share and subscribe to the channel, I'd much appreciate it. Liking helps the algorithm, sharing gets in front of people's faces, and subscribing lets me know you like the channel. And if you hit that notification bell, it'll let you know when videos go live and when live streams happen. There wasn't a live stream this week. I'm just still a bit out of it. Didn't feel up to it last night, so I kind of had a bit of a break, but they will be back. I've got something planned next week, hopefully. So, also, Talking Wednesday podcast is out every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Please join us for the podcast and let us know how you think about it. So Wednesday are playing an Ipswich side whose form is up and down at times, and it's going to be an interesting game. Now, let's go straight to the team sheet this time, because no mess about today. Because the team sheet I really want to concentrate on. So, Wednesday go with Dawson Palmer, Iorfa, Flint, Femuel Johnson, Volks, Byers, Bannon, Winder, Smith. The bench is Stockdale, Brown, Fuser, Adeniran, Backinson, Delibashiru, and Shipton. There are no strikers on that bench. Lee Gregory's not travelled. Wilkes has not travelled. We've got Patterson out for pretty much the season. This is an interesting side by Wednesday. I know we're playing midweek, so it could be just resting legs for the Tuesday game. But this is a bit of a blow when you've only got Windass and Smith on the bench. Are we going to go up with one up top kind of thing? And Windass play behind the 10? Who knows? They go with Walton, Clark, Wolfington, Burgess, Burns, Humphrey, Moses, Davis, Chaplin, Broadhead, Hurst starts. The subs are Halleck, Dockeden, Lee, Akaloku, Harness, Jackson, and Ladapo. Good team for them. They'll be very much up for this, but it will be interesting to see how we do it in this game, because I think it's going to be one of those games that's going to be, I don't know, it just, there's a part of me that's worried about it, especially with the lack of certain players like a Gregory or a Wilkes or Patterson. But let's see what happens. But it's going to be a tough game. We get a good result here. We go into the next game with a bit more of a high as well. So let's see how we do. Hopefully we will be doing okay and able to get all 3 points away from home. So in the first half, Wednesday take a while to get into this game, and it's because they were a little bit buoyant. The crowd is up. It's a good atmosphere. And we're having to do very similar to kind of thing that we have with Plymouth. They're on top of us a lot, the fans. And they played some really good football to start with. But it's a penalty save from Dawson that really galvanised the team. Now, no one can understand why the penalty got given, really. It sounds like it was something for Flint off the ball incident. No one really knows, in a sense, why it was given, but it got given either way. So they take the penalty, and Dawson saves it with his feet as he goes down the middle. And this gives Wednesday the kind of, right, we can go do this. And we just really go for it here. The first goal is a lovely ball by Windass from a quick free kick to Smith. And it's just a lovely header in the air. Glances it past the keeper. 1-0. You're thinking, right, can we go on? And it rattled them. It properly rattled them. They were struggling to do passes. They were making mistakes. And you're like, right, this has rattled them. Let's go for it. And we were. Johnson doing well down the side. We're doing well picking up the first ball when they lost it, making them make mistakes. And then we have another good ball in. It's a great ball in by Bannon. It's headed, I think, by either Windass or Smith. And Byers is there just to side foot it home, and we make it 2-0. And we're really coming into the game. They're really making lots of mistakes. The crowd are getting on them at times. They were struggling to get to a couple of passes together, but Iorfa gives away a silly free kick. It's just one of the ones that happen he doesn't need to do, but he gives it away and they go from it. And to be fair, it's a very good free kick by Broadhead. You're thinking, right, that's a good free kick. That's what 1.5 million buys you. And right after the free kick, they were really going for it at us a little bit. They woke up. The crowd were on them. The crowd were like going, we can do that. Not the best time to concede a free kick, I will admit it, and concede in general. But at half time, we are 2-1 up, but we need to keep this going because they are going to have a rocket up their backside in the second half. And we need to make sure we're prepared and ready for that because at the end of the day, we do not want to get complacent and just keep going. But at halftime, it is 1-0 Sheffield. No, it's not. It's 2-1 to Sheffield Wednesday. And we just need to keep this going and try and get another goal. And also, because we could have been 3. Smith had a great opportunity and it gusted line, sadly. But 2-1. Let's see what happens. So, let's call that second half what it was. We hung on to dear life. They absolutely just battered us in that second half. They came forward. We defended as resolute. But they do make it 2-2. And again, it's another silly free kick to give away. Pardon me. It's a daft free kick to give away. It really is. Why are we giving a free kick away like that? Putting more pressure on ourselves. They go from it, it's 2-2, and it just put their tails up. They really did have that kind of, we got our tails up now, we're going to go for it. And they threw everything at us. We made substitution, bringing Deli Bashiru and Adeniran on. Windass and Bannon went off, which you can understand. You want to keep them fresh as possible for Tuesday game versus Morecambe. But it was that whole thing. We just didn't really get back into the game once they got that goal. They changed the midfield. It was just hang on. Flint, Iorfa, superb at the back. Dawson, save on the line. We had a chance right near the end of the game, pretty much like 90th minute, where we got a ball in from Adeniran coming on and change it. And Flint had a chance. Flint also hit the crossbar in the second half as well. But it's just one of those games. They really did manage to put the pressure on us, and it showed. I said that when I first saw these 2 games, and when we were coming into it, I said that I would have taken 4 points. 3 points from Plymouth and a draw here. We got that. Annoyingly, Plymouth won 3-1, so they're top of the league again. Bolton won 5. I'm pretty sure Derby lost. I could be wrong. Let me have a look. I think Derby lost 3-2 to Wickham Wanderers. Let me just go matches. Results. Where is it? Yeah, Wickham Wanderers won 3-2. Plymouth won 3-1. Bolton won 5-0. Versus Peterborough, and Ipswich and Wednesday got a draw. Now, in terms of table, it puts Plymouth on 64 points. It put us on 62 points, and it put both Ipswich and Bolton on 56 points. So they are coming up a little bit. We've got to be well prepared for the game versus Morecambe. We've got to go out of that game properly, see what we can do. And trying to get our goal difference up a bit. But at the end of the day, we got a draw. We didn't lose. It's a shame because we were winning 2-0, but it's just one of those results where we hung on, and that's all you could say in this review. It was hanging on to dear life, and we managed it. But it is what it is. 2-2, but we move on to the game against Morecambe, and then we start getting into 2-game week, which I'm a little bit worried about with our team at times, but we'll see what happens.